So for 2024, I'm looking to potentially add 5 new credit cards or a mix of credit and charge cards to my wallet, and I'm really, really excited. Some of the cards will be personal and some of them will be business cards. I currently have 4 Amex cards, 1 personal gold card, 1 business blue cash card, 1 business blue plus card, and the business Delta Gold Sky Miles card. I have 2 Capital One cards, a personal Quicksilver card, and then the business Spark Classic card, and then 1 personal Discover card and 1 business Discover card. We'll talk about the personal cards first because I feel like people care more about that. So I applied for the Capital One Quicksilver card in May, I think it was, mainly because of the $300 cash back when I spent $500. That was my welcome offer. I was going to Paris soon, so my hotel was $500. So I was like, perfect, I'll get the welcome offer, and my hotel will only be $200 for the entire stay, which is amazing. But then about 2 months ago, I woke up one morning and my MacBook would not turn on. It turns out it was a hard drive failure. Initially, it was only going to cost about $500 to $700 to fix. But then once we sent it in, they discovered water damage, and now I had to get a whole new MacBook. And the cost of that was, I think it was well over $1,700, which is just lovely. And so my Quicksilver card had 0% interest for 16 months, I think. And I'm actually curious to know what you would do in this situation, so let me know in the comments. So I could have paid for the computer cash. However, that money is sitting in a high yield savings account, where I'm earning 5% APY. So I figured instead of taking the money that's earning 5% a year, it would make more sense to take advantage of the 0% interest that I have and just pay the computer off in a couple months. Anyway, the reason I'm telling you that is because it's now important to me to make sure that I always have a card in my wallet that's earning 0% interest for an extended amount of time, so that in the event of an emergency, I do not have to pull money out of my high yield savings account and I can just use my card that has no interest on it. So that brings me to the first card that I'm thinking about applying for, and I'm probably going to get honestly next year, which is the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. And that is the sole reason I want this card. I really don't care for it. It's just important to me to have a 0% interest card on hand. But I also will apply for it strategically. So the welcome bonus of $200 will likely go towards a hotel or some other travel expense. Next, I don't think I'm going to apply for both in the same year, but I'm deciding between the Amex Green Card or the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card. And I'll probably end up canceling my Amex Gold Card, but you'll see why that doesn't matter in a minute when I tell you about the other cards I'm applying for. What I really like about the Amex Green Card is the standard 3x on travel across all the different travel categories. What I mean by that is you don't have to book through any sort of travel portal to get 3x on all your travel purchases, which is important to me because as I travel more, I think I'm learning that I prefer to book my accommodations directly with either the hotel or the airline. Most cards give you 5x when you book through their travel website, which just happens to be really inconvenient for me. I also love that the card is only $150 per year, but you get the $189 clear credit, which I am so close to buying on my own, but I'm trying to hold on, hang in there until I'm ready to apply for the Amex Green Card. There has also been a shift in my spending since I applied for the Gold Card last November. I was in a place where I was spending a lot of money on food and other miscellaneous purchases that I just didn't really need. And as I started to travel more because I was earning so many points, I discovered that I really want to prioritize being able to travel. And not just any kind of travel. I really enjoy luxury travel. And so I stopped spending a lot of money on things that I was buying, like M&M's, tacos, Subway cookies. I would go to Subway every other day, McDonald's ice cream cones, just things that I shouldn't be eating anyway. And I started to spend more money on travel because that just means more to me. Yes, you might spend a lot of money on one thing, but get the card that is going to support what you spend the most in overall. So like, I'm not spending money on travel every single day. But if you look at my quarterly spending, I spend more on travel because I spend so much when I travel that I do on food. So because of this shift, I think the Amex Green Card is now going to be better for me in terms of actually earning points and earning as many points as possible, which really pains me to say because I was really team Amex Gold. I was in this honeymoon phase when I first got my Amex Gold Card, and I'm sorry that that has come to an end. But it is what it is. And if you couldn't tell, I'm really young, so in the future, as my income increases, and I no longer have to choose between eating out as often as I would like and traveling frequently, then I might add the gold card back to my wallet at one point, we'll see. Stay tuned. And when it comes to the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, I think I'm more just interested in comparing Chase to Amex in terms of their customer service, how the process of transferring points works, and just experiencing the Chase experience and seeing what that's like instead of actually having the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. Although I do actually like the card, and that's why, I'm obviously considering it, but it's mostly just pure curiosity. I do like that the annual fee is only $95. I know you get 5x on travel booked through their portal, but as I stated earlier, I think I would just love to book directly with whatever hotel or airline. You do get 2x on all other types of travel, but I think I would take the Amex Green's 3x and a slightly higher annual fee and the clear credit versus the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, but again, we're gonna have to see. For example, let's just say I spend $15,000 a year on travel. With the Amex Green card, I would earn 45,000 points per year, and with the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, I'd earn 30,000 points per year. And with those 15,000 points, that's a round trip flight to somewhere, so I don't know. Now let's talk about the business cards. I do, like I stated earlier, have business cards from lots of different issuers, but I really only use my Amex business cards. I like Amex the best. I also really don't like how Capital One and Discover pulled my personal credit for the business cards. That will never be okay with me. I'm never going to get over it. So for business cards, I strictly only use Amex, and that's how it's going to be until the end of time. I think that since my business is growing and my monthly expenses are increasing, it only makes sense to get the business gold card, which is why I don't really care about canceling my personal Amex gold card. And I also spend way more as a business than I do personally, and so the 4x on the categories that I spend the most in every single month, the 2 categories, is just going to be so nice. I just feel like I'm never going to be home because I'm projected to be earning anywhere from 35 to 40,000 points per month, and I just can't wait. So currently I use my Delta Gold SkyMiles card for my ads and shipping, and then I use my Blue Business Plus card for everything else, and so that's kind of my setup. But my new setup would probably be the Amex Business Gold card and the Blue Business Plus card. The annual fee on the Business Gold card is also increasing to $375 from $295 on February 1st, 2024. So I'm definitely applying for that card before then. Also, they now offer the Business Gold card in Rose Gold, which is exciting because you could only get it in the classic gold color before. So if you're Team Rose Gold, we're up right now. There have also been some changes to the Business Gold card. You will now earn 3 points per dollar on flights and prepaid hotel bookings on AmexTravel.com. You will also get $20 in statement credits every month for eligible purchases at Grubhub, FedEx, and office supply stores. And you'll get a monthly statement credit for a Walmart Plus membership. I think it's cool that for the $20 monthly credit, it seems like you have more freedom, so you could spend $10 at Grubhub, $5 at FedEx, and $5 at office supply stores and still be able to get the $20 credit. Versus with the personal MS Gold card, your $10 is kind of controlled. You have to spend it at Uber Eats or Grubhub for it to be credited to your account. The final card I'm thinking about applying for is a Chase Inc. Business Preferred card. Initially, the plan was to, once I got monetized, get a business credit card for my YouTube channel, but I just can't think of what I would spend $8,000 on in 3 months for my channel to get the welcome bonus. And I will never ever mix my personal and business expenses. However, I do believe I'm going to be starting a separate, probably on Instagram or TikTok, account for my travel because I have been making a couple of shorts, a couple of reels. They do perform really well on Instagram and TikTok. So I think that what I could do is, since I have the skill of running ads, I could, start that part-time and create some kind of ebook or something, run ads to it. 8,000 in 3 months, really easy to do. I would like the experience again of just pure curiosity of having a Chase business card. I think that if I am starting that as a serious separate business, I would need to talk to Amex and see like how many of the same business card I can have, different EIN numbers, see what that process looks like. But if it's going to be too difficult, I'll definitely just get that one Chase card for that business. The Chase Inc. Business Preferred card is really similar to the Business MS Gold card, except the annual fee is a lot lower. It's $95 per year, and you get 3 points per dollar on every single thing you purchase, up to $150,000 per year. That's pretty cool to me. However, I really don't like Chase's business structure because majority of their business cards are cashback cards, and I just can't get with cashback. I don't care for it. So I would be limited in the card that I could apply for, which is really only the Chase Inc. Business Preferred. So if we are talking about an extra business, I don't think that I would grow my business credit portfolio with Chase. So kind of one and done. Anyways, those are the 5 cards I'm thinking about applying for next year. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.